I mean, that's a buzzkill. I mean, it says that the love of Christ just supersedes knowledge. We think if we get some knowledge, if somebody can do a teaching on love, our love. You now have a little of my heart because the apostle won't teach on it. It's by faith. It's beyond knowledge. It supersedes knowledge. As Corinthians says in the 13th chapter, there's three that remains: faith, hope, and love. And love is the greatest of them all. So we need love, not the love that you've conjured up and the love that you have, because most of our love, not the God kind of love, the love of Christ, most of our love is full of bigotry and prejudice. Am I right? Most of our love is like, if they do good to me or do good for me, and if I fit in, I'm gonna love them. As they said during this morning session, some of y'all weren't here, but anyhow, I'm gonna bring it anyway. But, amen. They talked about that. And we have a weird, pseudo, jacked up mind when it comes to love. And what love is all about. And if oh boy, let me buckle up. If you can determine the terms of how you're going to distribute the love in your heart, it is not a God. Because the love of God is no holds barred. You can't even handle it with your own mind. You can't. Because it'll make you love people that you said you were done with. Anybody ever been there? I'm done with that. I don't want anything to do with them. Get away from me. Been there, done that. T-shirt is tight. Be like, man, I'm done. I swear I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. Did that love grab you? The depth, the breadth, the height, and the length of that love grab you? Why? Because it's past finding. You can't box it. You can't put it in a container. You can't even describe it. You get what I'm saying? That's the godly kind of love. This is what I'm talking about, y'all. This is the love that he has for us. Oh, this is good stuff. But he said, in order for you to understand or comprehend it, it has to be collective. All saints. So if you're a saint, and you're a loner, and you got your own environment, and then you micromanage it, and you got to determine who is able to trespass upon your lot in life, and you don't know it. You don't know this agape love. You still in phileo. That friendly type of stuff. The type of stuff that just, limited. Because see, this type of love, the agape kind of love is sensitive. It'll make you cry. It is the sensitive side. I'm serious. Because you can't, I don't know why I'm going here. Because you can't retaliate. Let me get back to my message. But this thing can dwell in your hearts by faith. It can, it is. We already read it, said already in my heart, but now I can connect to it by faith. And then there's the length, the depth, the breadth, the height of it. Remember a long time ago, I gave the four. This doesn't, I ain't gonna give it to you now because it's irrelevant, but it does something anyway. Brennan Manning, which I love, is right. He said, I could more easily contain Niagara Falls in a teacup than I can comprehend the wild, uncontainable love of God. In a teacup. He said I can put the Niagara Falls in a teacup. That's how deep his love is. He has a deep love. It has to be deep for him to love us while we were yet sinners, when we didn't have any strength. That he interrupted you. He interrupted me. I was having a good time. Anybody else? Yeah, I was doing some stuff. Decades ago, but I was doing some stuff. And I thought I was just having a good time. I actually was at my wit's end. I ain't gonna recycle the testimony, but I was at the end of myself. And most of us really, even though we were in certain places, we masked. So it passes knowledge. It passes knowledge. Go to 1 Corinthians 8. I got people that, I know some folks, man, some deeper life friends. Deeper life friends. They are deep, man. They just out there. They just have these things of grandeur. They must have just took chapter 13 out of 1 Corinthians and just threw it out the window or something. They said, I'm going 12 to 14. Forget 13. That's the number of the devil. No 13. 13 is the number of the devil, rebellion. I don't want that, but so many folks have choose to elevate knowledge and their own ability to acquire information from God and on it. Because you can get, let me just say this, you can get knowledge independent of all of us. But you can't get love independent of us. Because knowledge can put you on the island all by yourself, but love has to be expressed. Love has to be dispersed. You can't measure it like by yourself. You can't say, well, I don't have nobody around me, but I love you. In order to affection. That's the spirit. Oh, did I say that? 1 Corinthians 8, verse 1. Oh, yeah, read it in the King James for me. I got it in the Amplified.
Now, as touching things offered unto idols, we know that we all have knowledge, and knowledge puffeth up, but charity edifies.
The love of Christ, the love of God, the agape love, edifies. Tell it to edify. Say edify.
Edify.
See, because we got churches all across America that's heavy in curriculum and yet light in circumcision, or they're heavy in information, but they're light in application. We'll get what we won't give. We're here, but we won't do. Am I right, y'all? Am I in the right church? We can't allow that love to stay in our hearts. We want to get into the love that God has for us. 1 John 2. We want to get into the love that God has for us. This infectious love. The love of Christ. Shed abroad in our hearts. 1 John 2 and 3. 1 John 2 and 3. Y'all get anything so far? I'm trying to speed it up a little bit. I want to get to Psalm 139. Yeah. Praise God.
And hereby we do know that we know him if we keep his commandments.
Hereby we do what?
No.
We know him what? How? Do you know him if you don't keep his commandments? Don't get mad at me now. This is written in your Bible. Hereby we do know that we know him if we keep his commandments. Now, check this out now. When Jesus came, he kind of took the 60. First, let me just make this statement. Under the Mosaic system, you know how many commandments there were? Anybody know? Oh, somebody said it. What is that? 60? Uh-oh, you got to crank that up 10 times. 613. 613. 613. Guess what? In the Bible, evil is in the scriptures. From Genesis to Revelation, 613 times. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Yeah. That's why we can't keep the law. That's why we can't keep the commandments. Because it's, evil! Y'all flunked that test. That was an easy test. Like, lip syncing. 613 evil. It means that the law itself is not, Paul said it's not necessarily evil, it's holy. But trying to keep the commandments, trying to keep the law, or trying to be accurate to the letter, trying to keep the scriptures, you know what I'm saying? That's not what God called us to do. We want us to do, there's only two ways. Jesus came and he took the 613 and he put them in two. Y'all better not miss this one. What's the first one? Love God with all what? Your heart, your mind, your strength, and your soul. Your soul and your strength. Second one, love your neighbor. You love yourself. So that's how you do it. When you know him, what happens? You love people. If you don't have love, you don't love people, then you don't know him. Is this too much Sunday school for y'all? Okay, I didn't know. So you mean if how I really need to know the love of Christ. It needs to make an impact in my heart. It's shared abroad, but I want it to become contagious. I've been asking God, I want a love walk. I mean, I walk in a lot of it, but I want more. You know, I want it where it hurts to let him love people that you really don't want to be bothered with. I'm not talking about all y'all. I mean, I ain't talking about y'all. I'm talking about just general. Sometimes it's kind of hard. And hereby we do know that we know him, and if we keep his commandments, he that says, I know him, and keepeth not his commandment is what? A liar. And the truth is what? Not in him. So the truth is not where? In him. So the truth is not in you. If we don't operate out of loving him with all your heart, and then loving other people as you love yourself. Some of us can't love nobody else because we don't love ourselves. And then some of us are so full of ourselves, we can't love nobody other than you. Call it self-love. It's self-abasement. And what we do, we try to, anyway. So that's one of the inordinate affections that we have. It says that verse what? Verse 5. But whoso keepeth his word, in him verily is the love of God perfected. Hereby we know that we are in him. He that says, he abideth in him all himself also to walk even as he walked. In other words, you got to be imitators of him. So it's not necessarily just a commandment only, it's an application.